Welcome to Real Talk. I'm Faisal Karmali. I'm here with Dr. Jaffer of TREC Dental. We're going to have so much fun talking not only about dentistry, because that's an industry I don't really know too much about, but we're also going to have a conversation about business. No matter what industry you're in, the tips you're going to get from this guy right here is going to be something you can put into practice immediately. So you want to stay tuned for that. Let's get started. Dr. Jan, I'm happy that you're here. We met last summer, and I said to you, I want you on my show. And the reason why I said that to you was you were not only just known in your dental practice, but you have the philanthropic view. You do a lot of work with people abroad and helping them with their dental work. Like, you're doing this for free. And then you also have your charitable work. You're with the Aga Khan Foundation. Yeah. So you've got this wide net that you've casted in different ways. And I said, I need to bring this guy onto this show because not only do you do those things, you're a damn good businessman. And you've set up something that I don't think people really understand in this city, how well it's going. This show is to help business owners understand where they can learn from people like yourself. So let's kind of get into how you started your business, where it all come from. Your dad was a dentist?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, the story goes back, I guess, for Dad starting his first practice in Ranchlands in 1981. So that's when we got our first practice, and I joined him in 2002. I was fortunate enough to do a special program out of the States. I was 22 years old and I was a dentist. And so that, you get a bit of a head start because you're a little younger getting into it. And so the only person willing to give me a job at 22 as a dentist was my father, which worked out really well. And I came back and I joined him in 2002.
Okay.
And since then, it's been this tremendous growth that we never really planned for. But, what we talk about is when you do things right, you take a kid, you feed them, you do all these things. I got a little 20-month-old right now. When you do everything right, they just grow. It's a natural tendency for really good businesses as they do things right to grow. And so in 2004, we opened our second practice. And then, about 5 or 6 years ago, we had 5 practices. Wow. And all of a sudden, in the last 5 years, we're now up to 15. And realistically, by the end of 2020, we should be up around 22, 23 practices across Calgary. People still ask me today, they said, well, after you had 1 clinic, after you had 2 clinics, wasn't that enough? Didn't you make enough money?
Yeah.
Like, why get to 15? Why continue to work as hard as you are, harder than I was 5 years ago when we were paid off, 5 clinics, everything was going really well, you know? And it's because of impact, and it's because of what you can do with that. We talk about purpose and profit, and you could make money, but if that money doesn't turn into what your purpose actually is, then what's it for? For me, it's motivating people to live well and give back. That's what I'm trying to do. So I want people to be healthier, but I want people to give back to society more than they already are. And that's a huge part of how we've grown our organization.
To the business owners out there, regardless if they're in your field or not, top 3 things you would leave with them, what would you say?
Business is infinite. It's not like a baseball game where it ends. And so think of your business as something that continues to grow over time, and you're not trying to hit a 3-month target or a 12-month target. It's a lifetime target for you. So look at that. Look at the health of your organization and figure out ways that you can give back a little bit more in terms of doing things for your people and for society, locally and internationally. And then, it takes a little bit of work and time. You're going to have to put the time and effort in to do it, but slow down from your business sometimes. Take a step back and look at the business, not inside the business.
There you have it, Dr. Jaffer.
Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
If you want more real talk and tips on business and how you can succeed, click subscribe for more information.